the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night, oh, holy night, oh, night divine. Truly he taught us to love one another. His law is love, and his gospel his peace. Chain shall he break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus phrase we, let all within us praise his holy name. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night, oh, holy night, oh, night divine. All right.
Wow, what a treat. Marley Alig we have here in the studio. And Marley, I knew that you had a nice voice, but I didn't realize you had such a nice voice. And normally what happens is I'm trying to help the other person get along, but this time I was trying to learn the song for you.
Oh, geez.
So, wow.
Thank you.
So, for those of you that don't know Marley and I know each other because she was the president, and now you're the past president of the NACE chapter of Philadelphia. That is the National Association of
Catering and Events.
Catering and Events.
Mm-hmm.
So she's a big deal in the event industry. And in part, Marley, you not knowingly sort of gave me the idea for this whole podcast that I'm doing, because I thought to myself, wow, here's someone that you always told me that you, in passing, once or twice you mentioned you sing, and just in passing. And then I thought to myself, wow, wouldn't it be great for people to really know you? Because like here I knew you, I'm in the music business, and you said you sing, but I never heard you. So what a treat it was to play. And now we're gonna, hope by the time we're gonna do this part of the podcast after, so people already know that you've got a great voice. So tell me what you've been up to since you've been the past president of the chapter.
So the past president thing is gonna roll over for another year because we unfortunately kind of lost this whole year when it came to NACE activities and getting to engage our membership and do what we do best. So we're kind of, most of us are rolling over in our positions. So I'll get to do it for another year, which is cool. So I'm kind of doing two things at once right now. I work for Compass One Healthcare, which is a division of Compass USA, which is a very large food service provider here in the States. And specifically in healthcare, we focus on hospitals, so all the food and nutrition, environmental services, patient transportation, patient observation. So it's my job to sell all those service lines to healthcare systems. So my territory is the Northeast. So I'm a regional sales director for them.
It's a little different than the events industry.
A little bit. I mean, we are still very involved with, food, which I don't think I'll ever get rid of in my career. Because they say once you're in it, you're stuck in it forever, which is not a bad thing. But yeah, all the food, nutrition, and dietary stuff, we deal with at the hospitals as well. And believe it or not, they do run very robust catering departments in these facilities. Yeah, they put on some really cool events too. So it's nice to still kind of have my hand in that while, still getting a nice part of the other business. And I went to school for business, so I thought.
What school did you go to?
Temple. So
I went to Temple, Speakman Hall.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
I have a business degree.
Oh, so
marketing. Yes.
Oh my God, I have an undergrad in marketing, and then I went and got my MBA in strategic management. So,
from Temple also.
From Temple also, yeah.
So riddle me this: I've always felt that like if you could survive in the events industry, like everything else would pretty much be easy. So now here you are in sort of like a sales position, still in the events, but is it like cake compared to like the chaos of running? And I just imagine after we do what we do, everything else is just like easy.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I ran the catering department at Police Touch Museum for probably about 6 years, and I mean, we did a bunch.
Oh, that's right. And that's where we know each other.
Yeah,
right,
over
for
there.
Brûlée.
And had a ton of your bands in all the time. And yeah, after doing that and kind of being puppet master of all different moving parts, it's easier in the sense that you're not working events until 2 a.m. or whatever, but
it's more predictable too.
It's a little bit more predictable, and I kind of just get to manage myself, which is nice. I'm not having to worry about a huge team, which honestly is a little bit of a nice break for me.
Now you also have your own company.
Yeah. So Marley, Alig Creative Consulting is the company that I have, and I'm still doing some kind of work on the side with, actually, believe it or not, fitness professionals right now. So kind of developing their sort of brands and voice, because now all these people, similar to kind of what's going on with the events industry, they're all having to reinvent themselves because they don't have these like studios to work out of anymore. So now they're putting everything online, everything virtual, and they're like, oh no, like, well, how do I
let's get your website out there. What's your website so people know about it?
It's just marleyalig.com, and it's got contact information up there, and I did a recent brand launch for a cycling instructor and friend of mine probably a couple months ago. So that's up there too, and just
fantastic.
Working small projects on the side, and still really heavily involved with NACE and trying to keep that alive. So yeah, it's
with all this, give me the foundation of your music, of your incredible. First off, I have to say, I play with singers all the time, but your intonation is just like backing up an angel. You're you nail every note. You're such control over your voice. Oh my God, I wish I could do that. So tell me how you got started on the foundation of you.
So going all the way back, I had a great aunt that sang at the Met in New York.
Wow.
And then it's kind of just been in my family for years. My mom sang growing up, had the lead in her high school musical, all that.
Which high school?
What?
Which high school?
Oh, she went to Smithtown High School.
Because I hear an accent and I can't quite place it with you.
Interesting. I was born in Kentucky, so I probably have a combination of Kentucky and Brooklyn, New York, which is where my mom's from, and my dad's from Kentucky. So
wow,
I get this weird hybrid going on. So yeah, it's just kind of been in my family, and I always loved to sing. I was always the kid with like the turkey baster in the kitchen, like being a ham.
Really?
And people that know me know that I like to talk, and so.
Did you sing in choirs when you were young?
I did, and it was in 8th grade when I'd always been like in chorus in school and whatever, and my music teacher said, I think you should try out for county chorus. And I was like, what's that? I lived out in Berks County, Pennsylvania, like Cowtown, big county in Pennsylvania, but whatever. So I did it, and I got first chair.
Wow.
Which just blew my mind. I was like, wow, okay, I guess I'm good at this. So that was the first time I kind of realized that like I might actually be sort of good at something. And from there on, I sang all throughout high school, went on to district chorus also, and did all that kind of performance stuff, which was really fun.
And did you ever play professionally, like with a band or anything like that?
I did.
'Cause I thought I remember you telling me you were a jazz singer.
Yeah, very briefly I did. And I've done some stuff with Bill Handy also. He has his
Shout out to Bill.
Shout out to Bill Handy.
We're the Mutual Admiration Society for Billy.
Yes, absolutely. So I've done stuff with him and his band, and some stuff with the Orpheus Club in Center City too.
Sure.
So I haven't gotten into it probably as much as I would like to be honest, because I guess I don't really know where to start. I mean, after I graduated high school, I started as a music major at Temple, and I got through 2 years of that, and like, my God, people say that, like, science is hard. I mean, music theory, holy moly. Not that, it was fun, but I kind of got
Could
scared.
be dry, too, for some people, too.
But
because
it wasn't necessarily that. It was just kind of like, oh, man, I got to figure out a way to make money. I don't know. I got scared. So I got scared, pretty much.
Well, but you still have this incredible talent, and I'm hoping that this little podcast here is the birth of you coming back to the music, because both Billy and myself would be more than happy to accompany you anytime you need it. So you've got your thing. And I'm hoping after they hear it, they clamor for more and they want another one, because I'm sure there's a million songs that you know.
There are a few. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming and being a part of this. So
Thanks for having me.
Hopefully we'll have you back again soon.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Thanks, Carmen.
Great.